Howdy guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I want to talk to y'all about a great Texas-based company if you are in the market for either some slide work or an optics cut. I found Maple Leaf Firearms about a year ago. I was browsing Instagram. I was looking for a Texas-based company that did optics cuts. I just got through doing a class with Scott Jedlinski at Shooter Symposium, and I had just been introduced to red dots on pistols, and I was hooked from the beginning. So I wanted to take my existing Gen 3 Glock and I wanted to get an RMR put on it. One of the things that really attracted me to them was essentially their machining. It looked like a brand new product from the factory, and the machining that they did on the pockets just looked impeccable. So that's when I sent my first pistol up there to go get work done. What I want to show you right here is actually my Gen 5 Glock. I just got this a few months ago. The frame is a standard stock. I've got an Overwatch precision trigger, but the slide is a duty cut slide. So I've actually got some front serrations in there, and they've kind of milled out a little bit on the slide just to reduce a little bit of the weight. So aggressive front serrations. They've enhanced the back serrations. But here's the kicker. This is actually their aftermarket slide. They've got 19 slides, Gen 3s, 4s, 5s. They've got Glock 17 slides. They're adding more and more items to their website every day. I go irons forward on my red dot pistols. It's just a personal preference. But here's my Gen 5 pistol. One of the reasons why you would use one of his aftermarket slides is in the event that you are building a pistol, you don't necessarily have an existing pistol that you want to send in. It's a much more economical option to buy one of their slides and kind of have it done rather than going to buy a brand new Glock and then sending it in and whatnot. So it is a pretty economical option, and their slide quality is great. The tolerances are phenomenal. All the stock internals went in there great. It shoots great. But here's my Gen 5 19. Next, I want to show you guys my EDC pistol. This is the pistol that I sent in. First one I ever had them work on. It is a Gen 3, and essentially what they did is they enhanced the rear serrations right there, and then they added some front serrations up towards the front of the gun, and you can actually see the machining work that they did. That is phenomenal. It almost looks like that this came from the factory. All the internals in the frame and in the slide are stock except for Overwatch Precision, which I put on all my pistols. Once again, optics forward right here. I have a Holosun 507C. Both the Holosun and the RMR, they have the same footprint, so I can take this off of my Gen 3, put it on my Gen 5, and that's kind of what I did. I was originally shooting my RMR, but I had gotten my Holosun. I wanted to test it, and I just really had never taken it off, so that's why it's still on there. But I always keep coming back to this Gen 3 Glock 19. So when you send a slide in and they do some cuts to it, they're going to have to do some refinishing to it. I opted for the nitride finishing. One of the reasons is I kind of have a little bit of a machining and a material science background. Nitriding is a surface finish. I'm not a big fan of Cerakote when it comes to a wearable surface because Cerakote is a coating and over time it does wear. I really don't care about scratch marks, but like I said, nitride is actually a surface treatment. The nitride that they do, like I said, it looks brand new from the factory. Phenomenal quality, even from a used pistol. So I want to share with y'all some stuff that kind of sets Maple Leaf apart that not all optics cut machine shops do. So first off, the pocket that the actual optic sits in, the tolerance, it's about as close to an interference fit that you can get without it being an interference fit. And essentially what that means is it's about as snug as you can get before it will not even drop into the pocket. What that does is that basically just locks that optic into the slide so that it does not move. So in addition to that tight tolerance, they also have two bosses on the underside coming up through from the slide that actually grabs to the underside of both the Holosun and the RMR. If you've ever looked at one of those optics, you know that they've got two holes underneath there that are not for screws, but those bosses kind of go up in there and they grab. It's kind of a safety net in addition to the machining of the pocket. And then last, the screws, they provide you with a set of screws with the blue nylon insert so that it will not back out. So essentially you've got a tight pocket, you've got bosses that prevent the optic from moving around, and then the screws right there. So you've essentially got a bomb-proof product. Guys, we've talked about the machining quality, the tight tolerances, the slide serrations, the refinishing, all that is top-notch. I now want to talk about their customer service. Their communication with you, if you do have to email them or get a hold of them, is flawless. Also, the lead times that they have posted on their website, every time I've sent something in or have had work done, they have beat that lead time. In my opinion, that's what it needs to be. You should never go over that lead time, kind of over-promise, under-deliver. Even when they factor in the refinishing, the slide work, the serrations, the optics cuts, they have always delivered that product before what that due date showed on their website. So 2 thumbs up to you, Maple Leaf, for doing that. So guys, if you're looking to get some slide work done, even if you don't want a red dot on your pistol, you just kind of get some slide work done, send it to Maple Leaf. They've got a quick turnaround and their machining quality is top notch. But like I said, their optics cuts are phenomenal. Tight tolerances, they grab that optic and basically just lock it down. It's a bomb-proof product. I talked about irons forward. If that's not your cup of tea, you want to keep your irons rear, that's another option. You can pick and choose what you want. They also don't just specifically do RMR cuts. They do the Delta Point Pros. They do the Shield RMSs. They do work on M&Ps, SIGs, HKs. Any popular brand name pistol that you have, any popular brand name optic that you have, more than likely they can do it. So once again, just phenomenal work by Maple Leaf Firearms. Cool thing is too, is the slide that I got from him, he actually installed my iron sights. So thank you for that. So guys, if you're looking for a good Texas-based company to get some slide work done, optics cuts, Maple Leaf Firearms, it is a phenomenal option. I can't recommend them enough. That's where I'm going to send all my stuff. If I know of anybody that needs work, any friends, that's where I'm going to send them. So Maple Leaf Firearms, guys, you can't beat it. Thank you guys for watching. Be safe, be smart, be skilled. Catch you on the next video.